Hi everyone, and welcome back to my reactions, and today we are checking out Clue. I am really excited for this movie. I have wanted to watch Clue for like the past 3 years now, and I don't know why I've just never watched it. It looks like a really fun movie, and after watching Murder by Death, which was a Patreon exclusive, so if you want to check that out, you can head over to my Patreon, little sneaky link there. But after watching Murder by Death, I really had the urge to watch Clue, and so here we are watching Clue. I'm really excited for this one, especially because Tim Curry is in it, and I love Tim Curry. I think that man is absolutely hilarious. I don't know the plot of this movie. I love playing the board game, and yeah, I just kind of want to get into this film. But before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting, or because I don't have my color changing light with me right now, let me set the mood. Boop! Nice. Okay, the mood is set. If I was to go with a color today, I would go red because the Clue logo is in big red letters, and you know, this is a murder mystery, so I think red would be fun. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose, so thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, I have no clue what this movie is about, but I'm excited to find out, just like I'm hoping these guys find out who the murderer really is. I'm really excited. I'm hoping this is a fun murder mystery. I'm hoping there's some really good comedy in this. I'm hoping Tim Curry is great, and yeah, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy my reaction to Clue. Yeah, let's go. Oh, I know this music. Do 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 do. I wonder if they're gonna have the names of the board games like Scarlet, White, Mustard, like those names. Aha! Tim Curry, let's go! He knows what he's doing. Does he live here? What a creepy cool house. Oh, why would you do that? Oh my god, he stepped on some dog poo. Okay, so he is the butler. I'm going to automatically suspect him until I have suspicion of someone else, because the butler always does it.
But tonight, you may well feel obliged to my employer for the use of an alias.
Oh, cool. They're gonna use the actual names.
But would you attend to the Colonel and give him anything he requires? Within reason, that is.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you want to be known as Mrs. White.
Oh, cool.
So in the letter.
Mrs. White, and she's wearing all black. Oh. Yeah, she still is wearing all black, but she's got the white underneath.
I introduce you. Mrs. White, this is Yvette, the maid. I see you know each other.
Mustard actually got slammed. It's not even raining. Why do you have your wipers on, you crazy?
Is this the right address to meet Mr. Body?
Oh, you must be Mr. Green.
Yes.
Ah, Mr. Green.
What a godforsaken place.
Oh my god, sir.
Mr. Plum. And Miss Scarlet, I didn't realize you were...
Oh my god, Mr. Plum.
Dinner. I'm sorry.
I like that Green is so jumpy.
Why, ours but to do and die. Die. Merely quoting, sir, from Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Well, someone's gonna die.
For our host.
No, sir, for the 7th guest, Mr. Body.
I thought Mr. Body was our host.
Is Mr. Body gonna be an actual body?
Determined to enjoy myself, and I'm very intrigued. And oh my, this soup's delicious, isn't it?
No one's gonna respond?
Aren't you going to tell us?
How do you know who I am?
I work in Washington, too.
Oh, what? Interesting.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, he just lies around on his back all day.
Because he's dead. She's a widow, I bet.
Excusez-moi.
This has some good intrigue in this movie, you know? It's got some good humor, but it's a very good intrigue.
How are we to get acquainted if we don't say anything about ourselves?
Perhaps he doesn't want to get acquainted with you.
Well, I'm sure I don't know.
Scarlett really coming out.
They'll live in Washington, D.C.?
They all live there?
Have we met before?
I've certainly seen you before.
What? This is so interesting.
From the government, one way or another?
Wadsworth, where's our host and why we've been brought here?
I am so intrigued right now. This is so cool.
Ah, good evening. You are eagerly awaited.
It's Mr. Body.
That's what it contains. Surprises.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Mr. Body?
Hello, Mr. Body. This man is definitely dying.
Wait, didn't we?
I also received a letter. No thanks, Yvette. I just ate.
He knows her name. He knows her name.
You identified yourself to them, I believe.
It's a hoax. I suggest we all leave.
I'm sorry, sir, you cannot leave this house.
No? Who's gonna...
This is all part of the play. This is all part of the skit.
You too, Mr. Body. Other way!
Mr. Body's gonna end up dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all have one thing in common. You're all being blackmailed.
Interesting.
His license to practice has been lifted, correct?
Why? What did he do?
You know what doctors aren't allowed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Plum. That makes sense though.
The Peacock's vote to certain lobbyists.
My husband is a paid consultant. There is nothing wrong with that.
Not if it's publicly declared, perhaps.
Oh.
That transaction.
I'd say it stinks.
Oh, how would you know? When were you in that men's room?
So it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie.
I'm sure, but...
She denies everything. Lady, just own up to it.
And me.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
What's the phone number?
So how did you know Colonel Mustard works in Washington? Is he one of your clients?
Why do you want the phone number?
To me. In fact, the double negative has led to proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away. Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
Yes.
From me, sir.
That's right.
But seriously, I don't see.
Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Oh, did she kill her husband?
Was that his final word on the matter?
Being killed is pretty final, wouldn't you say?
That's a good line.
Do you miss him?
Well, it's a matter of life after death. Now that he's dead, I have a life.
But he was your second.
That's also a good line.
It's his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
Another good line. That's crazy.
I work for the State Department, and I'm a homosexual.
Well,
Mr. Green has done nothing wrong. Mr. Green is literally the innocent man here.
fight at all. He calls me a bastard.
Is that necessary?
Good job, Mrs. White.
Where are you going this time?
I think I can help them make up their minds. Can I just get my little bag from the hall?
This guy has to be the body, right? Like someone has to be framed for killing him.
Excuse me. Open them.
Are they gonna be the murder weapons? Please, that'd be cool. Yes, the candlestick. They are the murder weapons. Ooh, the lead bar.
But if one of you kills Wadsworth now, no one but the seven of us will ever.
Don't kill Wadsworth. Oh my
The only way
god.
to avoid finding yourselves on the front pages is for one of you to kill Wadsworth.
And they're gonna turn off the lights and his Wadsworth's gonna be dead? There's no way they killed Tim Curry this quickly. It wasn't Peacock.
Is he alive?
It wasn't Peacock because her knife didn't have blood on it.
How did he die?
I don't know. I'm not a forensic
How
expert.
did he
One of
die?
us must have killed him.
But it's Wadsworth. Where is Wadsworth?
Mrs. Peacock, it's all right.
Peacock, you need to calm down.
Sit down. Sit down, Mrs.
No, Green, it's okay. Who's that, Yvette? I like Yvette. Don't die, Yvette.
Mais oui!
But where?
Where? Here! We are all looking at him!
It's one of you guys.
Come back to the study with us.
With the murder!
There is safety in numbers.
You need to put down your wrench.
You arrived late. I invited you. In fact, I wrote the letters. It was all my idea.
Wait a minute, I don't understand.
His idea to die as well? No way. Oh, poor Greed.
When my wife decided to end her life, she too is being blackmailed by this odious man who now lies dead before.
Interesting.
He believed that you were all thoroughly un-American.
No, Mr. Greed, no.
The authority. He decided to put his information to good use and make a little money out of it. What could be more American than that?
Yeah, fair.
She had friends who were socialists.
Oh no. Oh no, socialists. Look, they're all taking it like they've been shot.
Well, to make a long story short,
Too late.
the suicide of my wife preyed on my mind and created a sense of injustice.
He could be the one who had killed him.
Turn him over to the police.
So, everything is explained.
Nothing's explained. We still don't know who killed him.
But the point is,
Yeah, the big elephant in the room here.
we all had a motive.
Great. We'll all go to the chair.
Maybe it wasn't one of us.
Well, who else could it have been?
Who else is in the house?
Only the cook.
Oh, it's not the cook. It's never the cook. It's always the cook is the first guess. It's never the cook. I think it's Wadsworth. But I would be really cool if it's one of the main characters. She's in there. She's in there. She's in there. Oh, she's dead. Oh, she's been stabbed. The knife. Peacock. No, Peacock did not stab her though. She wouldn't have.
Me? Why me?
Who would want to kill the cook?
Dinner wasn't that bad.
How can you make jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Oh my god, the characters in this movie are amazing.
Who had the dagger anyway? It was
Peacock.
you, Mrs. Peacock, wasn't it?
Yes, but I put it down.
Where?
She did.
Into the study.
Why?
I'm the butler. I like to keep the kitchen tidy.
Yeah, all the characters in this movie are so good, and the script as well is really fun. The back and forth is great.
It was.
We should have made sure.
How? By cutting his head off, I suppose.
That wasn't called for. Where is he?
We better look.
This is Peacock coming in with a banger.
Maybe there is life after death.
Life after death is as improbable as sex after marriage.
Maybe
Wow.
Mr. Body.
White is literally just ripping on people right now.
Let me see.
Oh, no. Nobody can get into that position.
Sure they can.
Oh.
Get off me.
Plum. Oh my god.
He's attacking her!
No, he's dead. It looks like he's been hit in the head.
Sonny cancer!
I'll catch him. Fall into my arms. Sorry.
That was the best joke.
Shout! I'm not shouting! All right, I am. I'm shouting! I'm shouting! I'm shouting!
Oh, the candlestick. I didn't even notice the candlestick. Oh, the candlestick. Scarlet had the candlestick, but I don't think it's any of them. They've all been in the room at the same time.
Access to the candlestick.
All of us.
It was given to you.
Yeah, but I dropped it on the table. Anyone could have picked it up. You, him.
Look, we still have all.
I'm trying to think who hasn't been in the rooms at different times. Who are you?
Where is it?
What, the body?
The phone. What body?
But there's nobody. Nobody. There's nobody in the study.
Sorry you ever started this. One day when we're alone together.
Mrs. White, no man in his right mind will be alone together with you.
True.
Anybody else want a whiskey?
Yeah.
You're a little messy there.
And there is someone else in this house.
No, sorry. I said no meaning yes.
No meaning yes? Is there someone else, or isn't there yes or no?
No.
No, there is, or no, there is.
Oh my god.
Well, there is still some confusion as to whether or not there's anybody else in this house.
I told you there isn't.
There isn't any confusion, or there isn't anybody.
Oh my god, Mustard.
Murderer. If we split up into pairs, whichever one of us is left with a killer might get killed. Then we would have discovered who the murderer is.
Yeah, but then someone else is dead.
Still, and I'm frightened of the dark. Will anyone go with me?
I will.
I will.
No, thank you.
I love that Green said no thank you. That's awesome. Green and Yvette. Mustard and Scarlet. Wadsworth and White. Plum and Peacock. And White literally just said, when you're alone with me. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Interesting dialogue.
Do you want to go up in front of me?
Absolutely no.
I'm sure there's no one up there.
But just in case, you can go first. That is creepy. I would give up.
Ladies first.
No thanks.
Scarlett, what are you trying to do? Why is she like falling? What is she doing?
Look out!
Are you hiding? I'm coming.
That would be creepy. What the heck? I'd hate to be tracked by White. Why am I nervous? I don't think there's another person. There could be, but I think it's one of them. I think it's Wadsworth still. Interesting, there's a broken window though. That's evidence, that's something. Is he gonna throw that in the fireplace? Oh, I thought that was mustard, but it's not mustard, is it? There's a black glove on his hand, or her hand even. Who is this person? Is this another person then? There is another person.
Yes.
Oh, another one.
There's a whole group of people.
I think Mr. Body could be still alive. Oh, no. No, wait, I don't think Mr. Body's alive anymore. If he saw the old boss. Maybe that's just a red herring though. Oh my god, the mystery is actually kind of cool in this movie. There's a secret tunnel. There's a secret tunnel. Oh, that means the killer was just where they were. But it can't be any of them. They've all been together, right?
I can't unlock the door without the key! Let us in! Let us in! Let us out!
Ah, that was cool.
That's gonna have to break it down!
Oh, good try, Tim.
Why are you shooting that thing at us?
To get you out.
You know you could have killed us! I could have been killed!
Oh no, you're gonna die, Mr. Mustard.
But yes, see for yourself.
Oh, and if he throws the gun, that close-up of the gun maybe is important later. And the wrench is gone, right? The wrench is gone.
There seemed to be some kind of disagreement.
No.
Yes.
Greed is a menace.
Don't I know you from someplace? You all seem to be very...
Don't I know you from someplace?
What now?
People seem to be recognizing other people. It's so interesting. I want to know.
What do you mean? Murder.
I just said it so you would open the door.
Oh, this guy's good.
Come with me. I'll show you the dining room, or the kitchen, or the ballroom.
They're not acting suspicious at all. Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh, it's so disgusting. They didn't even clean the blood.
This man's drunk. Dead drunk.
Yeah, dead, drunk.
I can explain everything.
You don't have to.
I don't.
Don't worry, there's nothing illegal about any of this.
Are you sure?
America.
I see.
It's a free country, don't you know?
Oh my god.
Oh!
Another secret door.
One that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again.
Oh. I keep forgetting in the board game there are secret passages too. Oh, that's so neat. Yvette, where are you going? What about Green? I thought Yvette was going to be part of this, but she just died.
Are you there?
Oh, look at all these shots. I love the lighting.
I am
Wow, that person did not like the singing telegram. Wow, that person just got shot.
What's this? Another door?
No, but now they're gonna think that Green is the killer. But Green's not the killer. Unless he is the killer. I love how they're not even screaming anymore. They're just like, oh, I'm so done with this.
3 murders.
6 altogether.
This lady is interesting. Why was this person here? The telegram person. Why were they here?
No gun. Yvette.
Because the gun was dropped. I told you that the close-up was going to be important.
In order to help you understand what happened, I shall need to take you through the events of the evening, step by step.
There's no way he's figured it out.
And then Yvette met you, and smiled, and poured you a drink.
Ran back to the door.
Hello, hello. And I noticed that Mrs. White and Yvette flinched. Then there was a rumble.
Interesting.
We all revealed we'd all received a letter, and you'd had a letter, and you'd had a letter, and you'd had a letter.
Yeah. Blackmail.
All this came out after dinner in the study.
You're right.
Tim Curry has so much energy. I love this so much. I hope this is the reveal.
Oh, grand.
Mr. Body lay on the floor, apparently dead. He was...
Apparently dead. Tim Curry is amazing. She gets slapped again, yes.
Then, more screaming. Yvette, the billiard room. We all rushed up.
And there's the painting that goes into this room, so maybe that guy shot him in the dark.
Oh, how could he risk it? We might have seen him running back.
Not if they used
This secret passage.
That's what I'm saying.
You deduce that the others were involved too.
What others?
The cook and Yvette.
No.
Oh.
Discover their guilty secret. The cook and Yvette were his accomplices.
That's why they've all recognized their faces.
Its clients. That's why you were so desperate to get your hands on those negatives. Photographs of you and Yvette in flag.
Ah, yeah.
By now she was dead. We laid her down with our backs to the...
I love him so much. He adds so much to this movie.
Will you stop that? No. Then he threw him into the toilet.
Ah, poor Green.
There the entire time in the kitchen. Whoever it was,
It was
the murderer.
Peacock. Peacock came late, and so did someone else.
The next fusion bomb.
How did you know that?
Can you keep a secret?
Yes.
So can I.
What's this?
That was a great line.
Everyone who has died gave him vital information about one of you. I got...
Even the police officer.
He was on my payroll. I bribed him once a week so I could carry on with business.
Interesting.
her partner and hurried to the study. On the desk was the envelope from Mr. Body. It contained photographs and letters.
Yeah, someone did do that.
And shut the door open. Bang! And then the doorbell rang.
The doorbell's actually ringing.
So who did? The one person who wasn't with us. Yvette.
Oh! Yes, she was.
From the person who later killed her. Who?
Who?
Who did kill her?
One of her clients.
Are they gonna do the thing?
You used her the way you always used her. You killed a motorist when we split up to search the house. Recognized the singing telegram from her photograph and shot her.
It makes sense.
Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Brilliantly worked out, Wadsworth.
Oh, it was Scarlet.
You have been implicated not only in adultery with one of your patients, but in her death. And the deaths of 5 other people.
Oh.
Except you, Wadsworth. You, as a mere butler, have no access to government secrets.
No, Wadsworth has something up his sleeve.
Oh, yeah, such as...
The game's up, Scarlet. There are no more bullets left in that gun.
Has he been counting? I don't know. I haven't been counting.
Trick. There was one shot at Mr. Body in the
Oh, I should have been counting. That would have been so good.
There was only one shot that got the chandelier. That's 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
Even if you were right, that would be 1 + 1 + 2 + 1, not 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
Okay, fine. 1 + 2 + 1. Shut up!
That was awesome. Ah, police, police, police.
Don't hate me for trying to shoot you.
Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn.
That's how it could have That's how it could have happened? That's how it could have happened?
In the dark. The murder right across the hall to the study.
What? So there's no conclusive ending? It's like make up your own ending sort of thing?
The cellar! Yes!
But Colonel Mustard wasn't in the cellar.
No. But you would.
I said Peacock. I said Peacock was late.
Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Ladies, empty your purses. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Oh.
Fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow.
This is so weird.
Oh, Mrs. Peacock.
Oh yeah.
We always get our man.
Mrs. Peacock was a man?
Green. But here's what really happened. Here's what really happened. So is this the real one? The real one? This isn't like a could've. This is a real.
How did he do it?
I didn't.
But you don't expect us to believe that, do you?
I expect you to believe it.
Oh.
You killed the cook.
Oh, as a tag team.
Though popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
You took the key to the weapons cupboard out of my pocket. Then you suggested that we all split up.
It was all of them. It was all of them.
I hated her so much. It flamed, heaving breaths, heaving.
But while we were in the billiard room, Miss Scott
He just cuts her off. I love it.
with a lead pipe. True or false?
True.
Because they all were
Who are you?
implied.
Freemason.
They all were implicated with each of them.
The gun is missing. Whoever's got the gun shot the girl.
And it was Wadsworth.
He's dead, but why? None of you even met him till tonight.
You're Mr. Body.
Ah! I should have guessed that. Come on, Oliver. I should have guessed that.
Go on blackmailing us all.
Of course. Why not?
Well, I'll tell you why not.
Oh, Mr. Greed, the machine. You're all under arrest, son. I said Mr. Green literally has nothing on him.
If you want to know who killed Mr. Body, I did. In the hall. With the revolver.
Yeah, he said the thing.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Why was that a good ending? Oh my god, that was actually really fun. And that was my reaction to Clue, the 1985 mystery crime whodunit film. Oh, sorry, my dog is moving. I think my dog really enjoyed this movie, by the way, but starring Tim Curry. There's going to be a lot of names, so get ready. Tim Curry, Colleen Camp, Madeline Kahn, Lesley Ann Warren, Eileen Brennan, Michael McKean, Christopher Lloyd, Martin Mull, and Lee Ving. Jeez, there were absolutely so many names in this movie that it's going to be hard. I'm probably not going to talk about the cast because everyone did such a phenomenal job. It would be a shame to miss anyone. I'll just talk like the characters and stuff later on in this review, so that will be kind of me talking about the cast. Maybe I'll go into specifics about some of them, but I don't really want to go into like very detailed specifics because there's too many people for me to talk about. But like everyone did such an amazing job in this movie, and the characters, the actors and actresses in this film made the movie so much fun, and they made the movie as enjoyable as it was. Just their expressions, their character, like, I don't know, just their traits and stuff like that, how they presented themselves, how they interacted with other people. Like, the characters in this movie is what makes this movie. If the actors and actresses didn't bring their A game to this movie, if the characters weren't as funny, if the script wasn't as funny, this movie would not be as good. It wouldn't be as enjoyable. And I think even if the script was as good, if the actors weren't as good, then this movie still wouldn't be as enjoyable. Everyone brought their A game. Everyone brought their funny shoes, their funny caps on and stuff like that. And everyone just felt like they were having the time of their lives. And I definitely had so much fun watching this film. I thought the whodunit mystery was really well done, really well executed. I was really trying to figure out. I was very intrigued about who done it, and I really enjoyed the 3 different endings. I liked the relation to the board game, but I liked that they didn't go too overboard. They didn't make it like too meta or anything. They didn't try and go make you every 10 seconds ago, oh, that's from the board game, oh, that's from the board game. It was only like sort of either these key moments or just moments, you know, moments that if you didn't know this was based on a board game, then it doesn't really matter. It's just like, you know, and I really like that. I like that they didn't rely that this is on a board game, and for people who played the board game, so they were like, oh my god, it's the candlestick from the board game. That's incredible. What a movie. Good job. Like, they didn't do that. Like, this was very much a separate story, and I liked the final ending because it's very different from the board game, whereas the two fake endings is basically like the board game. So getting into the reviews of this movie, before I'm going to talk about the music very quickly. I didn't notice the music too much, but the theme song I really enjoyed. And then I'm going to just get into like the character interactions, the actual murder mystery, the script, the humor of this movie. I just think there was so much good in this movie, and honestly I don't really understand why you wouldn't like this movie if you're just wanting like a fun comedy whodunit, because this was one of the most enjoyable films I've seen in a long time in terms of just pure fun standpoint. You know, it was incredible. So let's get into the reviews. 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb, which is audience score, and then 68% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is critic score. So it seems like audiences and critics are very even on this. Like 68% is not that far off from a 7.2 out of 10. And like, yeah, like this movie obviously isn't perfect, you know, but I think 7.2 is a very good score, especially for a comedy. Like, comedy movies are very prone to having low reviews and low scores because comedy is very different for everyone, you know? And so a lot of people, like a majority of people, may not like the comedy, but some people might and stuff. But this movie, I think, it feels, at least with a 7.2, it feels like this movie is a very universally loved film in the comedy whodunit genre. And I love that so much. I don't know if it's aged well over time or something like that. Like, there weren't that many jokes, or if any jokes, if I can remember, in this film, besides maybe that Mr. Green was gay, even though I don't think he was actually gay. I think that was just his cover. But I think that was the only thing that aged poorly in this movie, which is maybe why people still enjoy this movie. Because when I watched Murdered by Death, a lot of the jokes in that movie have not aged well. And, you know, like, some of the stuff was still funny, like the movie was still funny, it was still enjoyable, but a lot of the jokes, some of like the bigger humor moments or even the characters just have not aged well, and that's maybe people have started to forget about that movie. Whereas Clue, the jokes are funny because they're not picking on people for the most part. They're just funny jokes, and they're funny characters, and the interactions between the characters are funny, and there's nothing inherently bad or wrong about them or something like that. You know, like, the jokes just have aged very, very well. And I'm wondering if this movie was not very well received at the time, and if maybe it's gained almost like a cult status, and people have started to enjoy it a lot more in the present day, and maybe didn't enjoy it as much in the past. Because I feel like a lot of movies go through that process. You know, there was the James Bond movie On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and that one as well, no one really liked it when it came out, and now people really love it. So it's very interesting for me, and I feel like that is probably what this movie went through, but please let me know. But yeah, the character interactions in this film were outstanding. Anything with Tim Curry in it is great. Tim Curry is such a good character actor, and in this he brought his A game. He was so much fun. He had so much humor. Just the way he spoke to other characters, the way he went through the mystery, uncovering it all. I love that he was like, if I'm the murderer, then why would I tell you? As soon as he said that, I was like, I am like the most suspicious of you ever. I am so suspicious. But it wasn't just Tim Curry. I thought Tim Curry was going to outshine everyone because he can be very extravagant when he acts. And yes, when he got to let loose on the giant monologue thing, basically, it wasn't even a monologue, other characters were talking, but he did the majority of the talking at the end of the movie. Like, yes, he was let loose, he was definitely the center of attention, but that was the point of it. He was explaining everything to the audience, to the characters, you know, it was great. But when everyone else was in the room together, they all shined as bright as Tim Curry, which I wasn't expecting. Every single person did an amazing job. The character interactions, the very subtle moments between characters that were super funny, like Plum's affinity with like lighting the cigarettes, like Scarlett's cigarettes and stuff like that, you know, just like Scarlett always needing to look sexy even when the police have the guns on her and she's going like, ah, ha, ha, you know, like all of these little details really bring these characters into the light and stuff like that and really make them feel like these fully fledged characters, and also add so much to just the comedicness of this film. Comedicness is now a word. If it wasn't a word, then now it is a word. You know, like Green always pushing away away from Yvette, but then getting Yvette in the group, and then even then Yvette tries to like hold his arm and he pushes her away, just like the fear that they have with each other, but they still like want to trust each other, but they also don't trust each other, and so they're almost like looking back at each other all the time to make sure that the other one's not trying to backstab each other. Just the character interactions in this movie, verbal or non-verbal, made this movie like as enjoyable as it was for me. And I think that has partly to do with the script and partly to do with the actors and actresses. I think they did a phenomenal job. I think all of them did a phenomenal job. And I don't think there was a single bad performance in this film or a single moment in this film where it's like that actor could have did a great job but could have done a little better. I think they all across the board did fantastic and were so funny. The script as well has to be given a lot of credit. The dialogue was very witty, it was very fast paced, characters would talk and someone would respond very quickly, but at the same time the script wasn't afraid to have a silence. You know, the script, you know, the Peacock at the start talking and the people are like, yeah, I think you're afraid of silence, you know, you keep talking over this silence, like what if we just want silence? And at the first the script was like very much talking, but you could also see that there are these subtleties, and obviously the script would have had to add these subtleties, like Yvette looking at White and stuff like that, like the little glance that they knew each other. These things would have had to have been written into the script, and so I think the script did a really good job of writing this mystery with these character interactions where you are almost suspicious of these things, but at the same time it could just be like a coincidence, but you never know for sure in the movie until the very end of the film. I thought that was great. And again, the characters talking to each other, the dialogue, when they were talking, when they were figuring things out, it was very fast-paced. Every character got an equal amount, I would say, of speaking time, and if a character did get less, it's because it's part of their character to talk less. I thought White's dialogue especially was amazing. I loved everything that came out of her mouth. And yeah, I thought just the unraveling of the mystery was really fun because you never knew what was going to happen, especially with the 3 different endings. I thought that was really smart by the screenwriters, and I know some people may not like the 3 endings. I thought they were going to do the 2 endings. I didn't, before the 3rd ending, when the 2nd ending was happening, I was like, okay, we're going to be left like up in the air, like what do we think happened, and maybe that leads into rewatches, and you try and decipher what happened, and maybe there's like a forum online or something like that that tells you who actually did it, like people have pieced together the mystery and the film doesn't actually tell you. That would be really interesting. But I liked that there were the 3 endings, the definitive ending being the last one, and then there was ending 1 and ending 2, and ending 1 and ending 2 were so cool because they were like the game, you know, one person did all the murders or did most of the murders. In Peacock's case, Peacock did all the murders, and in Scarlett's case, Yvette did some and Scarlett did the others. But it's basically like the game where you go, okay, she did this, she killed this person in this room, it's one person, it's Scarlett with like the gun in like the dining room or something like that. You know that happens. And then the Peacock one is the same thing. It's like the board game, but then the final ending is like, it feels more like the actual ending. It feels more like a more grand ending, a movie ending. It's not an ending you'd find in the board game. And I really like that because it would take you off guard, because as you're watching the movie, you're expecting it to only be one person because you're thinking about the board game. You're thinking about, okay, in the board game, it can only be one person with a weapon in a room. And as more rooms keep happening, you're like, okay, they're changing this a little bit. And maybe the weapons will change, but it's still only going to be one person. At least I did. I didn't really think that multiple people could be doing it, even though now I'm thinking that's very dumb. I don't know why I wouldn't think that, but I think it's because I had the preconceived notion that we were watching the board game come to life, and in the board game it's only one person. And so I love that it was multiple characters that did it. It was every character except for Green, and I really like that because it just takes you so off guard. It is such a good twist because of the preconceived notion you have with the board game. I also really liked that Green was actually a cop the whole time. Like, I didn't buy so much that Wadsworth was working for Hoover and stuff like that, even though I did buy it, but it didn't seem as believable. Once I saw Green as the cop, I was like, that is way more believable. And I say that because I think I even mentioned it in the reaction when Green was like, yeah, I'm gay, but like I just can't tell anybody because I'll get fired. I was like, this man is literally not done anything. Everyone else has either like murdered their husband or like opened up this like illegal thing or something like that, or done something really bad that can get them fired from everything, like actually bad, like slept with a client or something like that, you know. And then Green is just here being Green, you know. And I was like, he actually hasn't done anything wrong. Like, he's the most innocent person in it. And I love that he actually was innocent. He was actually a cop. He's probably not gay. That was probably just a cover up. But still, I really like that at the start of the movie they say this, and he stands out a lot by being the most innocent one. And I like that comes back to the end of the film with him actually being the innocent one. But yeah, I think this movie would do really well on rewatches. I'm excited to rewatch this movie. Maybe not in the near future, but at some point in my life, I'm definitely going to be rewatching this movie. I think it would be cool knowing the ending to go back, rewatch things, see that like Peacock and someone else are late into the kitchen, see when Yvette maybe would have killed these people and stuff like that, you know, see when Peacock would have killed this person or Scarlet would have killed this person. See if you can kind of see it in the movie when you couldn't see it the first time. I think you probably can, in maybe not all instances, see when a character has done something, be like, oh, they've left here and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think there are definitely some instances where someone dies and the screen or something on the screen is giving you a hint about who is doing it. And I think that is in the movie. I'm not sure, but like when the cook dies and Peacock comes in late with, I forget who else it was now, but Peacock comes in late with someone else. Like, I think that is an indication that they are in on the murder and stuff like that. And I think that happens with a lot of the other murders, but I would really like to watch this movie and just kind of see if I can decipher it as well. I see if the movie lets you decipher it before Wadsworth deciphers it at the end of the movie once you have seen the movie. I would really like that. That would be really cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the music. The music I thought was pretty good in this movie. I mean, I only really noticed the theme song when the theme song was playing, but the theme song is really fun. It feels very iconic. I don't know, I just heard it when I was doing my I was helping out with a theater production in like grade 12, and they used it as the audience was going into their seats and stuff before the show. The pre-show music, I guess. I used that song and it played over and over again. I had no idea where it was from, and yeah, it's from Clue, so that's why I knew it. Maybe that's why I think it feels iconic, because I recognize it from my past. But at the same time, that sounds so like, I recognize that song from my past. It sounds so dramatic, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think the music was really good. It was really fun. I usually don't end on the music on my reviews, but yeah, I'm not going to talk about the cast because I just talked a lot about the characters. Again, I think everyone did a phenomenal job across the board, and yeah, all the actors should be proud. You know, they should all be proud that they made me laugh. They've made a bunch of people laugh. This is a great movie. I think it's held up quite well. I think the jokes have aged super, super well. I don't think there are many jokes, if any jokes, that just don't land anymore because they're just like as the world changes, they're just not funny anymore. I think all the jokes are super funny. The slapstick is great. The character interactions are great. Everything is just so much fun in this film. I'm excited to watch it again one day. I think it'll be a great rewatch. And anyways, thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, if there are any more like fun murder mysteries, I've seen Knives Out. I know people probably will start saying, oh, watch Knives Out, watch Knives Out. I've seen Knives Out. I love Knives Out. I bought Knives Out after I saw it in theaters because it was so good. But yeah, if there are any other like fun murder mysteries that kind of remind you of Clue, please let me know, because I love a good murder mystery. I love a good comedy. Put them together. If it's a good movie, it makes a great movie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.